If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. Your story is remarkable, even if you don't know it yet. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. The more powerful the class, the more it claims not to exist. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. A seed neither fears light nor darkness, but uses both to grow. A star is not honored for its size, but for its light. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. When you are identified with the One, all things will be complete to you. To be alone is to be different. To be different is to be alone. Stop trying to create a new you around the same old people. Success, for most people, requires unlearning as much as learning. Other people's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Stop being okay with everything. The truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. Having the life of your dreams is simple. Make conscious choices. I had forgotten how much light there is in the world till you gave it back to me. Pessimistic tidak, lebih daripada sikap takbur mendahului nasib. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Phase est ab host docere. One should learn even from one's enemies. And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. A trusting heart will follow only those who truly follow their heart. Some people could look at a mud puddle and see an ocean with ships. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. Make visible what, without you, might perhaps never have been seen. Politeness is the first thing people lose once they get the power. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Everything has to be all right. Maybe not today, but eventually. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. Even though the ship may go down, the journey goes on. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. You're thinking about something, and it makes you forget to talk. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. Maneuvering with an army is advantageous. With an undisciplined multitude, most dangerous. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than the one with all the facts. It shattered something inside me that hadn't been broken before. If you want to lead them, you must place yourself behind them. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. It is an acceptance of being uncomfortable that drives change. I like people who refuse to speak until they are ready to speak. Lower your expectations, but never lower your standards. Money is better than poverty, if only for financial reasons. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. A frog in a well cannot conceive of the ocean. Success awaits those who steadfastly commit to any requisite sacrifice. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. The snow goose need not bathe to make itself white. Neither need you do anything but be yourself. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. Hats have power. Hats can change you into someone else. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. You must let suffering speak if you want to hear the truth. There's more beauty in truth, even if it is dreadful beauty. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. In fact, the truth cannot be communicated until it is perceived. A human being is part of a whole called by us the universe. Changing is what people do when they have no options left. Don't be afraid to say I don't know and seek knowledge from others. You often meet your fate on the road you take to avoid it. There is no such thing as a great talent without great willpower. If you can't enjoy what you have, you can't enjoy more of it. Those who do not think about the future cannot have one. At the heart of nature's mystery lies another mystery. A man should look for what is and not for what he thinks should be. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. Let everything be allowed to do what it naturally does, so that its nature will be satisfied. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. No one is too busy. It's only a matter of priorities. Heaven does without doing, through its purity. Earth does without doing, through its calmness. Stay quiet about your goals. Soon your results will do all the talking. Life is an essay you yourself have to write, start to finish. Being unconquerable lies with yourself. Being conquerable lies with your enemy. For every expert, there is an equal and opposite expert. The only limits for tomorrow are the doubts we have today. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. First learn to become invincible, then wait for your enemy's moment of vulnerability. It is much easier to be brave if you do not know everything. But you don't have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Dream as if you will live forever. Live as if you will die today. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, doing as you say you would do. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. You can't always be right, but you can be wrong a lot less.